Hello friends, this is the continuation of our series Ajax. In this tutorial we will learn about essentials of Ajax. As you might noticed from our previous tutorial that Ajax is not a new technology, but rather it is a combination of existing technologies like JavaScript, HTML and so on. Before jumping into the code, we will learn about some of the essentials of Ajax. So let's start. First question is how to use Ajax. So it is pretty simple. We will use the XHR object, that is XML HTTP request object, which is a JavaScript object which is common to almost all of the modern browsers. In order to use XML HTTP request object, we need to manipulate the methods. So these are the methods. First is the open method. It accepts three parameters. First two are mandatory while the other is optional. The last parameter states that whether the method is asynchronous or synchronous. Default is asynchronous. The second method is send. Whenever the data is ready to be fetched by the server, this method is called, which in turn calls a callback function. Next is abort method, which terminates the current request. The other is get response headers and get response header, which gets all of the response header. However, only first two methods are of prime importance. The other one is set request header, which sets request headers before sending. The properties of XML HTTP request object. The first is onReady state chain. It is the event handler that fires at each state chain. The ready states have 5 codes. First is 0, which states that it is uninitialized. The second is it is loading. Another is the data is being loaded. Fourth one is the data is being returned, and the last one is the response is complete. The other one is status. It is another property of XML HTTP request. If the HTTP status code is 200, it means that everything went well. Then there is a response text and response XML. Response text is string version of data written from the server, while response XML, it is XML DOM document of data which is written. Then the other method is status text. It is the status text returned from the server. Let's look at an example of using XML HTTP request object. First, we are initializing our object. Then, whenever it is ready to receive the data, we are attaching an event handler. Event handler is a function. Then we open the URL and use the send method. Then wherever the state changes, my function, which is called myHandler, is called. When ready states equal to 4, either we show the data to the user or do some processing on it. Else if the receiving of data is in progress, we show the progress indicator. So it was tutorial familiarizing yourself with XML HTTP request in Ajax. Thank you.